If you think identity theft is all about someone stealing your credit cards, if you think you already do enough to protect yourself from the fastest growing crime in America, if you think identity theft simply can't happen to you, stay tuned.
Now, what happens when we take our cameras to the streets of America and ask everyday people if they might be the victim of identity theft? The answers may surprise you. Here's Sheriff John Bunnell.
Is your identity at risk? Like most of the people we see here today, you may think the answer is no. But what happens when we use patent-pending technology to offer a free identity check to passers-by? Let's see.
Some addresses on here I'm not familiar with, a name.
There's names you're not familiar with?
Yeah, not at all.
Wow, that could pose a serious problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
With regards to the addresses, are these places you've ever been before?
No, not at all. I'm looking at Provo, Utah, and I've never been there. I've never spent money there, stayed there, nothing. Well, it's scary to me because it's as recent as this year.
We need to do something to resolve this problem.
Yeah.
And ID Watchdog can do that for you.
Considering what I've just seen, I would love to find out what their service is about. It's very scary to me.
Well, what can be done, Evan?
Well, a lot needs to be done on all different levels. And for example, I work with Congress and experts and other advocates to try and make the laws stronger, but that's in the long term. In the short term, people who don't have time to do all this new chores themselves, they need to find help. And that's why I recommend ID Watchdog. It's a company that truly understands identity theft and has come up with real solutions and protections that people can trust and rely on.
Absolutely. Thank goodness for ID Watchdog. And thank you for coming on, sharing such valuable information, Evan.
My pleasure.
Now, what happens when you get a letter from a legitimate law firm telling you you're delinquent on an account that you knew nothing about? That's what happened to Gail Vandevelder. Here's her story.
Unfortunately, it happened on a Friday. So it was Friday afternoon after banking hours and all businesses were closed. I go to my mailbox and I've got this law firm thing that really piqued my interest right away because it was from a law firm that was Houston-based. I went, what would I have to do with that? All of a sudden, I started reading down the pages and I realized that something was really wrong. They're saying I'm in the rears for almost $3,000 with this major banking corporation that I had established an account with in September. I kind of froze at that point because I went, whoa, 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 this must just be bogus. This whole thing is a misunderstanding. So when I called Monday morning, I said, but it was not me. I'm a victim of what happened to me, but I'm the bad guy here. All they care about is the fact they have a Social Security number involved with an account that was established. And I said, wasn't me? How do I go about proving this wasn't me? My identity definitely has been stolen. But more importantly, it's something where you have a fear factor of your surroundings. You're fearful of somebody watching me. And that's why I did enlist the help of ID Watchdog. They assured me that they were going to take over my situation, turn it around, and just make me feel more secure, monitor everything as far as credit and restoring my identity, and go through the process of clearing everything in my name. And once that happened, it was just wheels in motion. I received these monthly statements from ID Watchdog saying, Gail, your identity is secure. We've monitored it for the whole month. Congratulations. And that's the best piece of mail I get all month. ID Watchdog freed me from fraud and freed me from fear. And that's just the bottom line right there. I really consider it a necessary household expense. It's something I cannot do without. Being safe with your identity is the same thing as driving a brand new car into maybe not such a nice neighborhood and not locking it. Would you ever do that? I don't think so. Lock your identity. Keep it safe with ID Watchdog.
And when it came time for Congress to take action, the only identity protection service they called in for help was ID Watchdog, making ID Watchdog the most respected name in identity protection.
We were asked to testify in front of Congress to discuss the problem of identity theft. We were the only ones that were called in to talk about consumers. It's not just about dollars and cents, it's about the pain that it causes real families, and we needed to be there to tell Congress about all of the ramifications of identity theft, and that's what we did.